primary strain on last mile delivery is that we want so much of it. Even before the pandemic, the challenge was how to hire enough workers to drive all of those delivery vans.
If you could transport yourself back 10 years and imagine the packages that you received at home, they tended to be relatively high value goods. You might have legal paperwork or electronics or some highly valued item that was sent to you, and most likely you had to sign for it. E-commerce requires a much cheaper system.
So the folks who actually do last mile delivery, they, just like warehouse workers, have to work to a very high standard. They have to work at a very quick pace. So typically at a place like UPS, they're training these drivers to economize every single action. You have folks who have to operate like industrial athletes because they have to move so quickly and so efficiently, while also, of course, navigating the hazards of America's roads.
So today we talked about three things. We talked about keep your eyes moving, right? 2 seconds in the front, 5 to 8 seconds in the rear. We talked about counting 1, 2, 3. Count 1, 2, 3 before you put your vehicle in motion after that vehicle in front of you starts to move.
So last mile delivery is extremely physically demanding because people are having to jump on and off a truck all day long. They have to carry heavy packages, and it's really, as in warehousing, the repetitive motion that can be damaging to people's bodies. So of course people have to be trained to do this safely. It's not just about lifting safely, it's about lifting safely 200 or 300 times per day.
So there's more than 500 methods to deliver one package. I mean, everywhere from that 3 points of contact, that first step, scanning my area. I'm approaching the stop, I'm scanning that area, I'm signaling, okay, I'm gonna be parking here. I got my handbrake, pulling my mirror. I'm planning ahead, okay, I know that for this stop I have 5 big packages, I know they're in the back. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up to this place, put out the hand cart. I don't even realize it sometimes. It's just, I've done it for so many years that it's like automatic. I just know what I have to do. How are you? And I know how to get it done and be efficient and safe at the same time. Working for UPS, I don't have to pay for my own vehicle or insurance on this vehicle. My health insurance is incredible. I get paid pretty well. We get paid almost $40 an hour, and after 8 hours, we get paid time and a half. I know that UPS isn't gonna go anywhere. So when I go to retire in another 6 years, I'm gonna be okay, and so is my family.
We can't do the kind of bulk, cheap transportation of goods that Amazon aspires to, for instance, with the kinds of services that we had with UPS and FedEx at the same price. UPS drivers, for instance, very well-paid job, good benefits. And so what's happening in last mile is an attempt to create a much cheaper version of UPS or FedEx.
So the trend in last mile delivery has been toward contract drivers, and it's a way to not just limit liability, but also limit how much any one company has to be responsible for anybody's working conditions.